Good evening, Cubes of the Cash. Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy here, and we are back with another episode of the 1011 with tonight's guest, Rosko. How you doing tonight, Rosko?
I'm awesome, man. Thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate it. This is fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. These two
And
guys do what?
for all you guys out there watching, Rosko wouldn't come on unless he demanded that he is a man of stature and he needs not one, but two co-hosts. So tonight, we have Pocan Joe and RemyQ. Wherever the fingers go, I'm pointing to those guys.
Remy loves Rosko.
Oh, yeah.
So, gents, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate you guys. And now we are going to make the man of the hour nice and big. And but before we do that, I think Pocan Joe had a few things he wanted to show off from Rosko. So we're going to put him in the spotlight a second. What'd you bring with you tonight, Joe?
Just in case you don't know who we got on the show, we have one of the premier artists in our community. Like, we have artists, like, no doubt, but just, guys that get stuff like this done. And then personally, I want to give a big thank you because Rosko's the reason why I have a logo and an avatar over at the Evil Lair. And see my channel and wonder who drew that little figure. That is Rosko did that. So as soon as I knew you were coming on, I had to show up and show off.
I appreciate it, Joe.
I know. Rosko, you getting a little red over there already, buddy?
A little bit. So I think it's because I have a sweatshirt on. I wore this for you, by the way.
I know. I should have put mine on. I got my jersey over here.
I live in Florida, so putting a sweatshirt on, I'm just like, yeah, just a little hot. No, I'm
right.
I'm not in the hot seat.
Melting a little bit. Now, for Rosko, for those who are watching on the rewind and don't know who you are, give them a little bit of who Rosko is and what your channel's about, and why we all adore you in the community.
I don't know why you adore me. No. Yeah, I have a show. It's my channel's Geek Out with Rosko. I put up. I do a show called Between the Lines, where we bring someone on. We have a guest, a special guest has come on. We have actually had two of these gentlemen here who have been on before. And what we do is we interview our guest, and we all draw whatever theme that they pick. It's a really fun show. We try to get the chat involved, where we have at-home editions sent to us. So we show those off. We spotlight the chat. If the chat has questions, we like to interact. We like to make it such a good show. There he is, my man TM Nerdy, who's been my co-host, and Chris Cardboard Crazies, who started the show with me, has been taking a bit of a hiatus. Chris, we miss you, bro. Hopefully you can get back on there soon. And but then I also do Rosko's Late Night Addiction, where it's a late night show on the East Coast, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. That's whenever I feel like it. But it's with TM Nerdy again, and I unbox stuff that I get, giveaway wins, AOK, stuff like that. And then we just talk about pop culture stuff, movies, TV, or whatnot, whatever you want to come on and talk about. If you want to come on, you can always hit me up. It's the open hangout, and then I also do shorts, like little short videos of people in the community. I'm trying to do more of those, but they've been kind of difficult. but I do have one in the works. It may be someone that's on this panel. But anyway, so that's me in a nutshell. I'm also an artist. This is my artwork here. Joe just showed some off, and then just to show, last night I did this is
that's awesome.
Rhino Claws. It is
from we had Chris the comic vet. If you didn't know, that man can draw. And then also Tricky Trapster was on the week before when I did this. So Monterey Jack. So yeah, I like to do artwork. Oh, and here's from my man Gary B.
That's right. Get those devils going.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's me. Yeah, and IG, same thing. Geek Out with Rosko. I post a lot of my artwork and stupid stuff on there. And yeah, I'm excited for this show, and I just love this community. Absolutely love this community. I'm so happy that I came across all you fine gentlemen and these amazing people. These there's even females like in the comic community that are just amazing, and there's and just people that I've just grown got relationships with. I can't thank the community enough for how amazing you've all been to me, and I want to say thank you again for all the condolences and stuff for after losing my grandfather. But again, I love this community so much, and I know you're such a big grow together guy, Gary. So I also love that you do that. So again, thank you again to this amazing community and to everyone. Truly appreciate all of you. You're just amazing. I wish I could do more. So.
Hey, and thanks for all the help you do. You were one of the people that were at the center of the Comics Curing Cancer. You did a lot of great work there.
Oh yeah,
You, DJ Links, Mark, were helping Rob out a lot, and I know Rob certainly appreciated it.
Yeah, I mean, it's such an incredible cause, an absolutely incredible cause, and the amount of money and what we can do with this community. What we did in 24 hours the first time we did it was unbelievable. But then the 3 days that we had, I mean, it's just it hits you. It hits you, it chokes me up because it's just, it's amazing how people in this community can get together and do such an, even just donating time or, just donating, just sharing it, was just, just to get the word out was just incredible. And I love that event. Rob, I appreciate Rob. Thank you, Rob, for taking it over. And I know Chris, again, had other, things were, having a new child and stuff. So Rob, again, we appreciate you taking that over and making it such an incredible success. So thank you again. And to everyone else who just did any kind of part in it at all, I want to thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. It's an amazing cause.
Oh, nice. Well, again, thank you for coming on. And we're going to say hi to our chat real quick because if you want to see how much you're loved, Rosko, we are full house tonight. All right. So we got TM Nerdy in first. Good evening, Travis. Comics by the Bay. Good evening, Matt. Last Crucis. How you doing, sir? The comic vet himself. Not that kind of vet. How you doing, Chris? And we also have Seth 11, a great supporter of the community. Good evening, Seth. Jean Malo. Good evening, Jean. And we have John's Comics for Kids, who we're going to set up a special night to get him on. And we have Tricky Trapster. Good evening, sir.
Tricky, my man.
We also have, I saw Mama Rosko in here too. We have Switch Comics in here, collecting with Durs in here. Good evening, guys. And where do we go? I had Mama Rosko and I just lost her. There we go. But One Shot Comics, good evening, Nicholas. Warlord, good evening, sir. Another guy we got to get on the show is Warlord. All right. And James Nugg, good evening, sir.
My man, Jimmy.
Like I said, a full house in here, buddy. Jerry the Jitterbug, good evening, Jerry. Nice to see you, buddy. One of the best in our community also. And there she is. Good evening.
Hey, ma.
I knew I'd find her again, Rosko. But so we got a full house. So Paul's here, Sector 2815. Good evening, sir. Nice to have you, buddy. Also has been on the show. We have Taylor Winder. Good evening, buddy. And Ignacio, another great. Good evening, Ignacio. Taylor, Ignacio, Paul, all great members of our community. And that's it, guys. We have a packed house so far. So without further ado, Rosko, you brought some books. How was it picking them out?
Yeah, I have a lot of favorite books in my collection, so this was very difficult for me to just narrow it down to. You say 10, but isn't it like 11 really? Like you have 10 and
it's
then
12
one,
really. It's 10. Why they're your favorites, and 11th with a personal story attached, and then a spec pick from your collection.
10-4. All right.
All of it just
10-2.
So it's your hands plus 2 toes.
Yeah, it's 10-2, not 10-4. But yeah.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay, so I got some nostalgia. Some nostalgia here tonight. So, this one is in my collection. I had to get this again. I'm glad I found this. I had this when I was younger, but it's I love my PSA books, and this was a Pizza Hut. Real
I gotta
Heroes.
get that.
Nice.
And I had to take it out because it's a full wraparound cover.
Oh wow.
And the story is it's about against smoking cigarettes. It's called Blowing Smoke. But I had to show this off because, like I said, I mean, it's a PSA, Pizza Hut, Real Heroes, just I
The
love this
PSA
book.
books are the best. I have a bunch of them. I never heard of that one, so someone's making a trip to eBay after the show.
And if you think about it, it came from an authentic pizzeria like Pizza Hut.
Yeah,
I have
yep,
I have the X-Men mini comics they had. I did not know about that one.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. This one's an actual like this is a full size. Yeah, and I remember, but this guy was just like this guy was so pissed off in the whole time in the book. He's like, you know what gets me all teed off? Nicotine. And it's like what? Like, I'm telling you. You gotta read this story if you get a chance. Read this story; it's hilarious because Spider-Man's like, "Whoa, what's your problem?" And he's like, "My problem is nicotine." And I'm like, "Yo, easy, bro." Like, but please get if you do. Like I said, the PSA books are just phenomenal. But I had to show this one off. I have never showed this one off. I showed some others off before, but
I've never
And that's
seen
really
that
good
one.
art
That's
for a promo book.
right? I mean,
They
like,
should have had him confront Wolverine though while he was still smoking the stogies.
yeah. Whoa.
You know what I hate? Cold steel in my gut.
I wonder how many of those got destroyed by the random cheese dropping or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Putting on the top of the box,
Yeah.
the grease going through the box onto the box.
Or the kids got the crayons and they're coloring on it while greasing it up.
I bet the print run for
Writing your
that
name.
surviving is really low.
Okay.
Nice, great first book. See, I'm a sucker for all those promo books and like they had to. Oh, there we go.
Oh wow, yeah, that looks
Who
great.
did the art? The art was
Tar. I mean, yeah, like the artwork though, like for real, like. But
That's better than some of the art I've seen in his regular books.
Hey, what's your problem, man? Nicotine, tar. Like what? Like. Anyway, so yeah, this is my first one. Real Heroes.
Good
you're
book.
real one if you have this. Okay. Second book. I was talking about it earlier. My show Between the Lines. Now, a lot of times we bring community members on mostly. But I got this exclusive. I'm a big variant head, so I got this exclusive in the mail. And the reason I'm showing this book is because after getting this book, it made me reach out to the artist who did this cover for him to be on Between the Lines.
Oh.
So Ben Templesmith, after he did this Boys Homelander homage here or not an homage, I mean just a Homelander Virgin variant. So this book actually inspired me to contact him, and he actually was on an episode of Between the Lines last Halloween, not this past Halloween, but the Halloween before from 2021. He was, if you want to check it out, Geek Out with Rosko. But so that's why this book means something to me, is because, like I said, I saw this book and I was like, yo, this is such a dope book. And I posted it up on my IG. He actually commented on it. And that's when I hit him up.
And his style is so good with horror.
Yeah. So, but like I said, I loved this because I'm a big Homelander nut. Like, I hate him so much, but he's my favorite character type of thing. Like, I hate
relationship.
Oh my god, I hate him, but I'm like, I need more Homelander. Like, I don't know, like it's so crazy. So I have a lot of Homelander.
Plays him so well.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. I have a lot of Homelander covers. But this one here, like I said, is just meant something to me because, like I said, I posted on IG. He commented on it saying like, "Thank you for buying it" or something. And I was like, "Oh yeah, heck yeah, I loved it." And so then I messaged him. We started going back and forth. I asked him to be on the show, and such a great guy, by the way. Got to say, unbelievably nice guy. After the show, mind you, I think it was like an hour and 40 minutes, how long the show was. And then he stayed backstage with me for another like 45 minutes, just talking to him about like different stuff he's working on. And it was just such a cool thing. But he was such a nice guy. And sometimes he's still like, from time to time, I'll be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" "Yeah, just chill, So it's really cool. I can't wait if I go to a con and he's there, I can't wait to actually meet him.
Dude, and it's so great when creators are like that. You reach out to them and they're just a regular person to you. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
In that cover, when I first saw that, when it first came out, You know what it reminded me of was that movie Brightburn, another take on an evil
Oh.
Superman.
Yeah.
Because that was a dark movie.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I wish it was
Kids
a
are
little
creepy
darker
to begin with. Then you give them superpowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Children of the Corn creepy.
Yeah. Everyone talks to Malachi.
Right.
What?
All right, number 3, Roscoe.
Okay. So I was out of collecting. I was out of comic books completely, I should say, from like 2003 until like 2017, 2018 is when I kind of like started getting back at, like, just noticing and stuff like that. And then I started reading books, and like, because I was like, oh, that's cool, And then so this was a story all about how this is a book. This is a book that I couldn't believe it, because I'm so used to Marvel and DC books, right? So, like Image didn't seem like an indie title. But I was like, okay, but they were like, oh, check out this book if you like comedy. So Shirtless Bear Fighter
Yes.
is literally is such a funny, ridiculous book. And I didn't like I said, getting back into comic books, you expect Spider-Man, Iron Man, Batman. You see like all these things, right? And then the guy that I'm at the shop, he's like, if you like comedy, because I'm always joking. He's like, oh, if you like comedy, oh, cool. If you like comedy, he's like, check out that book over there. And I'm like, Shirtless Bear Fighter. I'm like, all right, yo, I got this book, and it just flipped me upside. Like, I was just like, this is, I want more comic books like this. I want more ridiculous.
I need a video of you cosplaying as the bear and Remy cosplaying as the Shirtless Bear Fighter. and just like a 5-minute video of you two fighting it out.
Oh my gosh, imagine.
And then Joe shows up from the evil lair and just blows you both to bits after.
Right, yeah.
It's some next
I'm going to be out there with my camera filming it.
Right. But if you've not read Shirtless Bear Fighter, and it could be offensive to someone. I mean, I don't know. It depends. I mean, no one on this panel, but I mean, if someone else, maybe, but hilarious book. Such a good book. I highly recommend. But there's a part 2 that's out now that's been going, and that is, I'm loving that, and I'm loving that too. I mean, like, I was like, yo, and they brought more characters. Oh man, I'm on another. I'm like, yo, let's make this whole Shirtless Bear Fighter universe. I mean, come on. Anyway,
Remy, you can totally cosplay that. All you need is pants.
You know what? The pants I can do. The problem is I would be the hairless bear fighter, because I don't have that going on. I can tell you that.
Hairless bear fighter.
I got that dolphin smooth chest. I can't do anything with it.
We'll just glue some hair to you, man. Don't worry about it.
You can just shave a family pet and just glue that on you.
Someone draw on. Oh, man.
All right, number 4, sir.
Okay. All right. I don't have many X-Men book in my collection. I know it sounds kind of weird. People are like, "What?" And but I'm a big Colossus fan, so I have a lot of Colossus books. Like, honestly, it's weird. I have a lot of Colossus books, like his origin and stuff like that. Not his first appearance, God, I wish. But I do have this story here. It is issue number 183, and it's got to be the just best, like, just story, like just a fun book to read. And it's Colossus and Juggernaut, and all it is, this entire book is them in a bar fight. It is such I love this issue, but the cover's great too. I mean,
rest in peace to that bar.
Oh, did you have you read it? Did you see, like, at the end?
No, if they're fighting in the bar, that bar's not standing after.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yo, this is such a cool story. Such a cool story. And then you got the instigators, if you want to know, were the ones that this actually happens after Homegirl leaves them. Oh my god, I'm blanking. What's her face? She leaves Colossus.
Kitty Pryde.
And
Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, Kitty Pryde leaves Colossus, and that's when Nightcrawler and Wolverine they take him out to the bar.
Is Nightcrawler in the Thriller jacket? It looks like a Thriller jacket.
I think so. And look at Wolverine. What's like? What are they wearing?
Lost his neck and gained some pecs.
Yeah. You like these boobies? But yeah, so I love this story. It's like, it honestly is like, there's nothing, like no tie-in to like what's really, it's just like a separate like kind of issue. Like it's just so, but just read this book. It's just a cool, just if you like fighting in a comic book, highly recommend, because it's just them. They bumps into him. He's like, hey man, F off. And he's like, what? You want to try me? And he's like, yo, I just had the worst night of my life. My girl just left me. He's like, oh yeah, well, I'm Juggernaut, bitch. And then they were just like, and then they fight, and it's just awesome. And then, like I said, it's just them. They're just like, yeah, all right, cool, bub. And like, but like I said, great book. But I love this cover though too.
Now, let me ask you a Colossus question, and this is for the panel too. Because they did some bullshit with Colossus where they gave him a beard.
Yeah.
To me, the science on that is super sketchy, right? Every time he hardens up, that beard would be gone. It'd be like an instant shave, right? He'd steel up. Face turns to steel. The beard's not going to go through the steel.
Yeah, that's true. But it does
turn to steel too.
Right, but it doesn't.
What about his hair?
Regular hair.
But his hair.
Right.
Steel, yeah.
But his hair.
Is his hair there?
He should, he should go bald every time he steels up.
Yeah.
Now, there's a dude that doesn't need manscaping. He just has to go steal.
Well, that's a good question, too. What happens downstairs?
Right?
Colossus, reminds me of, like, do you guys remember the video game? And his finisher was when he'd go, and he had that, like, and he'd be like, no, that was my favorite thing. I hit it all the time, and I'd run out the energy and I'd be
timestamp 10/11 22:40. Rosko.
Right.
But anyway, I don't know. I did like him with a beard though. A metal beard is pretty dope. I mean,
it is. It looked cool. I was just questioning it.
Stab people with your chin. Be like,
I tried to do that already, but the women run away. I don't know. Get over here.
You got to tie your knots better, Rosko.
That's going to become a meme.
It took 4 books to go off the rails.
All right, number 5, Rosko.
All right. Okay. So, this is nostalgic to me, and I don't think he's in the chat, but if he was, he'd freak out. But I got to go with I love Super Pro so much because I'm so growing up, I was really into sports, and I really was like into I liked comic books. But then when they made a freaking football star like a superhero, like I was like, what? Like I lost it. I went crazy. And in the first issue, I was going to show the first issue, but I love this. This one is this beautiful Joe Jusko cover. But the first issue number 1, does have Spider-Man in it.
It does.
And when I saw that as a kid, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? I'm like, Spider-Man just hanging out with this new sports hero? I was like, and I just went crazy. I was like, yo. So, but I had to show because I'm a big Joe Jusko fan, and this is the Super Bowl special, which this is technically his first appearance.
And I'm sure Joe Jusko is no prouder of anything he's ever done than Super Pro.
And I love his cards, his Marvel Legend cards.
Right? No, he's great. I'm a big fan of him just from the Conan age. So when he was doing all the Conan Savage Sword covers and stuff.
But yeah, I had to go with some Super Pro. I love me some Super Pro.
I have to read that special. I have it, but I've never read it.
Oh yeah. That this one is actually like my near mint condition one, so I haven't opened that one. So I read it back in the day, but this is the one that I need to keep near mint. So
you got a reader copy as well.
I got a reader copy coming in the mail.
Both out of the dollar bin. That's where I got mine from too.
What? I wish I did. Mine was on sale from $8. No.
Right. That is an awesome book. Oh goodness! All right, number 6.
Okay, so this a little more serious, I guess.
Ooh, is it Turok?
No.
Well, I mean, where can we go from here?
No. This is this. Okay, so I was telling you about like indie books. I really got heavy into indie books, and I came across this series. After Shirtless Bear Fighter was amazing and stuff, but this was another one. But it was Something is Killing the Children, and this is the 6th print from issue number 1, and I love this cover.
I've never seen that cover. That is awesome. I love the snow cover.
Yeah, with the blood, the 2 bloody machetes and the bloody footprints. I mean, this was I have like a bunch of them because like Something is Killing the Children was really dope when it was coming out. Like I hopped on that train as soon as it came out. So so I got a lot of these for like next to nothing, because now it's like this book goes for, I don't know, like a couple $100, and I'm like, that blows my mind. I'm like, what? I was like, so, but
that 6th print?
Huh?
That 6th print does?
Yeah, because it's like it goes by the print count. Like it's a very low print count. So a lot of their like later printings, but I loved this cover. I was like, this should have been like maybe the main cover. Like, I mean, so, but
I agree.
Anyway,
that's way better than the original cover.
Yeah. So, so I wanted to show that off because I loved Something is Killing. I still do. House of Slaughter is good, but it doesn't, but Something is Killing the Children, just to, Erica Slaughter, just, such a badass, and I just been following her, so, but again, I wanted to show this off because it is one of my favorite covers in my collection. So.
Cover.
Thanks. What number was that now?
That was number 6. Are you talking about the comic? Okay. Number 1, 6th print.
No. What number comic book did I show?
All right. Oh, you know what? I heard you ask the question, but for some reason I thought it was Remy in my ear.
Oh. Okay.
Number 7.
Okay.
Sorry. Now we're on number 7.
All right. So I'm saying nostalgia is a big thing tonight, and oh man, love this book. I am a hardcore Darkwing Duck fan. Newsstand. I got this book for like ridiculously cheap. Not anymore. If you see these, and it is a near mint copy, Gary. So I will not be reading this. No, no. But no, I still love Darkwing Duck.
Shout out Freaky Louie.
Yes, Freaky Louie, my man. Me and my homeboy, he has the gargoyles. He sent me a picture when he got his. It's funny. When we get with something like this, we always send it to one another. So, but I love Darkwing Duck. It's one of my favorites. Issue number 1, and he doesn't have a mask on. So that's one of the things that a lot of people don't catch, but on this cover, for some reason, they forgot.
Sometimes when the call to action's there, you don't have time to mask up.
Yeah, right. I mean,
that life of danger.
Yep. So yeah, I had to have this in my collection. I have a lot of cartoon books. Like it's like it's basically it's taken me a couple of years to realize what I want to collect, And then when you finally have something that you're like, you know what, I want to start hunting for. So 80s and 90s, like I'm gonna say cartoons and like slash like TV movies have been something I've been searching for. Like I got a Terminator 2 issue #1. I mean, like it's got a half Arnold face. I mean, come on, like I have to have that in my collection. Stuff like that is like RoboCop. I've Rescue Rangers issue #1. You know what I mean? Like all those are something I've now been looking for. Just like Gary, you put the Fraggle Rock theme on for your story today. That is an issue #1 that I am hunting. I'm looking for Fraggle Rock issue #1.
That just felt really appropriate for an episode with you. I'm like, he's gonna love this song. I'm putting it on.
Yeah, exactly. So those are books that I've been hunting. So it's like I said, it took me a couple of years to realize what I really like and what means more to me. And like I said, I have gargoyles. I mean, I'm looking for Muppet Babies. You know what I mean? So like, there's just like, I'm all about the cartoons and stuff, but I wanted to show off Darkwing because Darkwing Duck is one of my
It's
number.
cool to have those too because you can't get those in collected editions. So you either have the floppies or you don't.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
Like
So,
I collect different cartoon ones. Like I had the Defenders of the Earth, and I collect all like the toy tie-ins and stuff like that. I think are super fun, and like Dino Riders, just odd stuff like that. It speaks to me. I'll see it too, and I'll be.
I got all kinds of
right
80s stuff.
I'll be in the dollar bin. I'm like, woo! And of course, if it's near mint in the dollar bin, I'm even happier, right? So.
Taylor Winder just asked if I have the Alf with the seal.
Yeah.
It's right here. It's but it's not. It's someone actually sent it to me. It's like a wood carved piece.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me 1 second. Let me see if I can show that off real quick. Just because he mentioned it, I'll be right back.
Now, Rosko, I happen to know that my LCS just happened to get in Gargoyles #1, the Marvel run. So
Nice.
Someone
nice.
from the community, John from Comic Issues.
Wow.
He made this for me. I was like, what?
Wow.
that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
shout out to John from Comic Issues. Good, really good, awesome guy. He ran he's such a cool guy. He sent me like a box out of nowhere. Was just like, hey, I saw it was your birthday. Never talked to him in my life. He's like, hey, I'm going to send you an AOK. I watch your show. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. He sends me this dope box. Like this is in there too. He made this for me. Made me this like dope knife.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have a knife that he sent me. It's like a mini Conan sword. And when I open it up, it plays the Conan theme song from the movie from Basil Palladores.
I mean, he sent me all this this cool box of just like fun stuff. Like, I have something else here too. Hold on. Yo. That was
Mr. Super Pro bearded.
Go ahead. Turn my.
Uh-oh. No, you're back.
Send me this.
See, I knew Remy and Joe would break the internet. Ooh.
So I didn't open these, but it's like this. They're from 1996. It's these collectible Star Wars. So I mean, he's put up this box of just like amazing stuff. Like I am just like I was blown away by it, And then he also sent me a book that I was gonna show, but I'm gonna save it for the next show. The next time I'm on the 10-1-1. So it didn't quite make the cut, but it will be on the next one, I promise you. So, and that book is amazing too. I almost put it up there. All right. Okay. I think that was Darkwing Duck. Yes. So, yeah. I love Darkwing Duck. So, my next book. Okay. I'm going to shout out an amazing community member. I mean, there's so many of them, but a guy, Beckerman. Beckerman, I won a giveaway from him, and it was I Hate Fairyland. and it was by Scotty Young, and it was autographed. And I was like, "What's up, Greg?" It was autographed, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." And I was like, "Dude, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Here's my address." And he's like, "Oh, are you a Scotty Young fan?" And I said, oh, "Frick yeah, I'm a huge Scotty Young fan. I met him back in 2003. Just a super nice guy, but his artwork is kind of like me. Like I'm more of a cartoonist, and his artwork is more cartoony. Same as like Humberto Ramos. They're more of a cartoonist style. That's what I kind of go off of. And so anyway." I'm waiting. He goes, "Hey, I put a couple extra things in the box for you." And I was like, "Oh, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate it, man. You know, that's so cool. You already sent me an autographed Scotty Young trade paperback book." So I open it up, and he puts this Spider-Man Scotty Young.
I know that cover. Yeah.
To Rosko. And I had no
That's
idea
awesome.
I was getting this from him. Now
That's
the thing
insane.
is, okay, so this book means a lot to me only because I haven't had my birthday hasn't fallen on a Wednesday, so I haven't had a book like ever since I started collecting. My birthday hasn't fallen on a new comic book day until this year when Amazing Spider-Man issue #1 dropped. It dropped on my birthday, so. Yeah. I had to get that book because I was like, yo, it's dropped on my birthday. But then he sent me this, and it says to Rosko, a Scotty Young, this dope ass variant, Virgin variant, and it just my jaw dropped because I was just like, bro, it's crazy because this is my birthday book. You know, like this was cool. It came out on my birthday, but again, it's one of my favorite people, and it says to Rosko. He, you know. So I just thought that was so freaking cool that
it's awesome
that he did that. So
and I like that he made Spider-Man kind of like literally like part spider hanging on a web. It looks really awesome.
Yeah, the way he's all like.
Me and my wife, I like that version of his artwork, and my wife likes the baby covers. You know, where everything's a child. But I always liked his Rocket Raccoon stuff, his Spider-Man, so he does that kind of creepy drawing to it.
That's his. Yeah, that's his original. Like that's the way he originally drew. Like was like that, like creepy, like that stringy look to him. Like they were like real skinny. But his daily sketches, if anyone knows, are really freaking cool. A lot of his daily sketches. He asks the community a lot of times if like to give him ideas. And I think it's so freaking dope that, you know, a lot of people out there are like, oh, we'll draw this or draw that. And then he takes like normal, like everyday things. What did he just do something recently? And I was like, oh man, that was so cool. I can't remember, but I know he did a Ralphie, you know, from like A Christmas Story, like in the bunny suit, you know, he does stuff like that. So, you know, I love when he does stuff like that. Okay.
Number 9.
Okay. Yeah. Number 9. Number 9. You know what? We'll do this one. Okay. So number 9. Like I said, I'm a big cartoon guy. I love I love cartoons and comic books, and I was looking for Bob's Burgers, issue #1. I'm a big Bob's Burgers fan, and I was looking for issue #1, and it's pretty pricey. Like, no lie. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. So, that was the volume 1. Well, there's a volume 2, issue #1, and there was a special variant that was for Baltimore Comic Con. And I saw this book, and I said, man, I really have to get this book because I am on the cover dressed as Tina. I couldn't. It's I mean, it's. I don't know where this. I got to track down the artist and find out how he knows me so well.
He owes you some money.
Get some rights for that.
That's hilarious.
I think my feet are a little bit bigger than that, but no. But
No.
I had to get this book. Like I said, I'm a big Bob's Burgers fan, and like I said, once I saw this guy on the cover, I went, "Holy crap, is that me?" I was like, "So."
Yeah, that's exactly what the convention center looks like on the first floor too. When we were there, it has that. Yeah, it looks just like it.
Now, Roscoe, did you know that there was a free comic book day version of Bob's Burgers too?
I have one. I have the one where they're in the claw machine. When they're all like like dolls, like that was a free comic book. But I don't think I have the one that was a couple of years before it, because I think it happened before I got back into the whole comic book gang. So, gang, huh? There's a gang, a game.
We can be a gang.
So, but yeah, like I said, it's being such a big Bob's Burgers fan, I had to get the one where I'm.
That's
You're on
hilarious.
the cover. That is
There's
great.
Tina looking at me like.
Those are some stylish shorts too.
Rocking.
Yeah, beef squash.
Dressed like Tina.
Yep, that's right. Yeah. So I had to show this. I love this book. Like I said, being a big Bob's Burgers fan, and then me being on the cover.
Some of the stories on that show are just insane.
I love the music though too. Like the music that's involved is absolutely incredible. So
Yeah.
some of it's okay. I mean, but there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it that's really good.
All right, number 10.
Okay, so I was telling you backstage, Gary, about the one book that's not really a comic book, but it's sitting in my short boxes as a book. So this was the last Comic-Con I went to. I went to Wizard World East in 2003. Really dope. Incredible Hulk. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. Well, I have a signature right here.
Ooh.
That's Jim Lee's signature.
Nice.
I yelled at Jim Lee. We were at the convention, and if you ever been to like one of those rooms where like there's artists that sit up front and they all draw something, and then they they auction it off, and then the money goes to. I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to a Comic-Con since 2003, so this is what they were doing. But it was the guy who drew for Transformers. There was a guy that was there for Star Wars comic book, but the big name was Jim Lee, and Jim Lee wasn't there, so they were trying to stall. Now I'm in the back with my buddy, and there's two chairs next to me that are open, and so they're up there talking. Well, someone comes in and they sit on the end chair, and I'm literally sitting there, and the person's on the phone, and I'm like, come on. I'm telling my friend, I'm like, this guy's over here, and I'm about to tell him to be quiet. Can't he? And he's like, yeah, just tell him, man. Tell him to take the call outside. So I'm like, all right. I was like, hey, excuse me. I was like, you're being kind of rude here. Can you take the call outside? Can you just be quiet, please? We're trying to listen to the people. All of a sudden, no. Okay, bye. Hangs up the phone, turns around. It's Jim Lee. Jim Lee's on the phone. He goes, oh, I'm so sorry. My wife just had a flat, and I was trying to, get a hold of AAA so I can get her home because I'm stuck here right now. And I'm like, so I start falling like I didn't know what to say. I was just like, then I was like, you're Jim Lee. He's like, yeah. He's like, he goes, and I had my program in my hand, like, cause it's like, I just was like sitting there and I had it close, and he's like, here, let me sign that for you. He goes, I feel bad. And then he walked right up front, and I still sat there going like, oh my God,
yeah.
Jim Lee. I'm like,
you're like, man, I'm such a jerk.
You almost took Jim Lee in timeout.
You need some down there, Jim Lee. I'm Tina from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, right.
Did
you not see this book?
And we got a timeout corner for you right over there, son.
Did you not see? I'm on covers. You may draw them, but I'm on them. All right, no.
I'm what you draw, so
Yeah.
I'm the star.
That guy was so rude. He was on the phone during his own
Press conference. Yeah.
They were talking up front, and I'm like, I'm trying to listen to them, but I just keep hearing, and I'm like, man, this guy's really getting them. this guy's really chapping my ass over here, man. I'm like, dude. And so
You should have hit him.
I say, at least you didn't get in a Colossus bar fight with him.
Right?
Like, elbow him.
He's like the nicest man in the world. You're giving him
I
crap
know.
about being on the phone.
You fucking jerk! Get off the. Oh, I'm sorry. Get off the phone.
I'm just saying, it's pretty presumptuous to sit there and as an apology be like, "Oh, here's some scribble of my initials, sir." Yeah, I'm
Well,
done.
I mean, but okay, but they weren't like the show wasn't going on yet. They were they were talking. So I mean, like they wouldn't start the show without him though. Apparently. So, but like I said, I got Jim Lee's autograph. There's no COA or anything, but this is doesn't matter because I know what happened. And
That's got a great story to go with it.
I was in such shock that and my friend is sitting there like, you didn't have him sign anything for me? And I'm like, what? Like I couldn't even freaking talk. Like I was just like,
That's hilarious.
So yeah,
I gotta bump into him at a con and ask him about that now. If he remembers Tina with a beard getting
Giving him the business.
program signed
you crazy, you remember this
20 years
crazy
ago.
man? Okay. So what number is this?
This is your 11th with a story.
Okay, cool.
With a
I've heard,
personal
man,
story
I've had
attached.
stories. Man, I've had a ton of stories already. I should have. Was that my? Oh, this one's a good story too. This is my first comic book. It's in this thing. All right.
Uh-oh, hold on. Before you show it, we got something breaking here. I got to show everybody. This got sent from TM Nerdy. Look at Rosko at the con rocking the cover.
Travis, I sent you that in confidence.
Thank you, Travis, for that. Everybody needed to see
last
it.
time I send you anything, you jerk.
That's going on
I'm gonna beat you up like I did Jim Lee.
Oh, Travis,
you better sign something for him now.
Yeah. You gotta give me an autograph unless we're still beefing until you autograph something for me.
Sorry, I had to interrupt your personal story, but it was totally worth it.
No, it's okay. Okay.
Now watch, he's going to talk about this comic book and it's going to be all sad and shit. Here we are still laughing. Like, oh, shit.
It is. No. It's my first comic
Remy,
book.
I could send that photo to you to use in your clip.
Wait a minute. What's going on here, Gary?
Huh? What? We're just going to make you internet famous like Chip Getler.
You know, actually, I have dressed up like Tina before on Spine Ticks. Like, I did dress up as Tina and did a show with the wig. I have, like, the wig and everything. So, But anyway, it's no longer on YouTube. It's not on YouTube anymore. It got taken down, I think, so. But if I find it, I'll let you know. But, all right, so this is the first comic book I've ever had in my entire life, and I've held on to it since I was a kid.
Wow.
Since I was, I think I was like 5, maybe. But anyway, I've showed this before. It's a PSA book. Captain America meets the asthma monster. And
Man, that had to be a tough fight.
What is it with you and lung disorders?
Captain America's
my
a
PSA
bully.
books were always taught me not to smoke. They said, don't smoke.
Smoking, asthma.
This is I know, I didn't even realize that until now. Yeah. This one this is this is Compliments of Your Physician and Galaxo Inc. I have no idea, but anyway, so the asthma monster, this book was at my doctor's office, sitting there like with magazines and stuff, and you know, you get the what's it called, the highlights? Is that the highlight magazine where you draw them? Well, a lot of those were already filled out, so so I couldn't, you know, but this was sitting there, and I was like, whoa! And I remember looking through it, and I wanted to keep it.
You stole it?
No, my mom did.
That's a
Everybody else
story
learn
right
about
there.
asthma now.
My mom was like, no, it's okay. Just we'll keep it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. So
We're having
I
fun.
kept this
Merry
book. I've had
Christmas.
this book ever since. And Dr. Gall, if you still hear me, I'm sorry. I took this book from you.
He's sorry, not sorry, and you
Yeah.
just incriminated your mom on a live show.
I think I'm the one who walked out with it, so it's okay.
You know what else happened that day?
Right?
There was some kid with his mom sitting there, and the kid's having trouble breathing, and the mother's like, "Only if there was a comic book that could tell me what the hell's wrong with him." And he turns suffocates.
Oh, there's no books here.
We had Rosko stolen.
So this is my first comic book.
Now we need a Captain America PSA book about stealing comics out of doctor's offices.
It's Rosko, and he's yelling at Jim Lee in the waiting room about being on his phone.
Roscoe dressed as Tina being chased by Captain America.
I'm a little kid. I have my beard still somehow, and I'm like, like, hey,
Read
that
on
comic
your phone. I'm going to steal this comic book.
Hey, it's not cool to steal comic books in them. It says Captain America.
Like public
okay.
service
My mom said
announcement.
it's
I don't
all
think
right.
so.
I
It's
swear.
now a private announcement.
Yeah. Joe's
man,
getting in
you
trouble
got the inhaler?
with Mama Roscoe.
Oh no! Look at this kid. This kid's got his inhaler here.
Oh, Matt Woods, you need to watch a rewind because we have been in tears tonight.
Yo, how about this? Yo, okay, so this
Look at the guy choking.
Yeah, because the kid stole his inhaler. The kid, hey, give me back my inhaler. Huh? Oh my gosh. What's
Kid sitting over there with an inhaler and a guy can't breathe.
Just for everybody watching, asthma is a really tragic thing.
Roscoe brought contraband on the show.
Apparently, you can put it in a tank and shoot it at people too. Take asthma, like you shoot asthma at people, like.
That's it. I'm making an asthma blaster. I'm gonna blast people with asthma.
There you go. Oh. Like, that's like the worst. Oh man, I love it. This is great.
God.
Huh?
I don't think I can hang out with you hooligans.
He looks like if like Swamp Thing and like what's his name, Korg, the rock
That's
guy
the tar
from
from the smoking guy in the first comic book. It's the tar guy. It's the tar from Nicotine.
Well, there you go, Roscoe. There's a question from your earlier PSA book. Asthma Monster versus Captain Nicotine. Who would win?
As a monster all day. All day.
He's natural.
I mean, like he's like doing two things at once. He's like punching the shield and shooting him with the gun. I mean, like double threat there. Look out for him. He's probably gonna kick him.
And that kid's just sitting over there with the thing that will kill him, just like spray it in his face like battery acid. Just go away, asthma thingy.
Well, I know why her
That
face
is
looks like
awesome.
this.
Oh, goodness.
That is hilarious.
Roscoe,
Anyway, so-
you really need to do a sketch cover of you and your mom stealing a comic out of the doctor's
Stealing
office.
Dressed as Tina at the doctor's office.
I need to see the cover with you shoving it.
Nothing. Don't look over here. Oh. All right. And what's the last one again? The spec? Is
A
that
spec pick, yeah.
it? Spec pick.
Is it Inhaler Lad?
Yeah, I wish.
I can tell you that there's going to be a lot more of those sold after this show. Probably people are going to be picking up Asthma Monster.
That's right.
That's going to spike all of a sudden.
Yeah. But it's not fair, Remy. We're going to have to buy ours.
I know. No, Gary, you buy yours, and I'll come over and visit, and I'll just borrow it for a little bit.
Hell no. We get the buy ours. Oh man.
Golly, that was his first comic too. Just sent him down a road of misfortune.
All right, my spec pick book. I don't know if I have a spec pick. All right, we're gonna go with.
Oh, my eyes hurt.
All right, we're just gonna. I love this cover, and I hope this becomes a movie. It's already a show. Does that count? Like, is that if it was like does it count if it be a movie?
Bob's
Okay.
Burgers.
Well, I love this.
Yeah.
Okay. Rick and Morty. It's already a show, but I would love to see like a full length movie or a live action. Would be freaking amazing if they did.
I'm
some
sure
kind of
we'll see a movie of that at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I want a live action
cover.
one, and I want to play Rick Sanchez.
Yeah, you should, Joe. But this is I love this cover. This is issue number 2. Issue number 1 is actually this, but it's Morty, like
crazy.
a skeleton. So, but I would love to see a live action, freaking Rick and Morty.
And was that one a legitimate purchase, Rosko?
Yes.
We can lift that one.
I actually got a crazy deal on this. Like, the guy was just like, I don't like this book, so I'm trying to sell. I was like I was on Instagram, and I was like watching an auction, and the guy's like, yeah, I don't know, I don't really like this book, so I'm putting this up. And I was like, what the heck? So I bought it, and it was like, I think he put it up for like $15, and I was like, yeah, I don't really spend that kind of, but I was like, I really want it. I like Rick and Morty a lot, so I was like, you know what? I'll get it. Come to find out, it's like $100 to like $150 books in like near mint, and I was like, unreal, because I guess it's an Omnipress issue number 2, but I think it's like the variant or a second print. I think it's like a second print.
I've seen the cover. Yeah.
Now, do you slab books at all, Rosko, or are you just going to keep it raw and beautiful?
Eventually, I want to slab. Because like I said, I'm a variant head, so there are a lot of books that I would like to get slabbed that I don't have, like, that I'm not going to read. For example, like, this is something I would slab. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like, this is a book that I would slab. It's not. I'm never going to read this book. This was a C2E2 to 3000, only of these, but I love this cover, but I'll never read it. But this is something I'd like to get slabbed. You know, it's crazy. I'm looking at the green on my camera, and I'm looking at the green right here, and it's crazy how more vibrant it is.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. So, for example, once I want to start getting some books graded, but 95% of my collection is raw.
Well, I think that's most of us, unless you're Rob Fat Stacks.
I was just going to say, Rosko, you sound like you'd be an excellent candidate to come back on to Lonely Slabs, December 24th, RemyQ Studios.
Absolutely, I would do that. So yeah, I guess that was that was my pick. Rick and Morty. I would like to see a live action. I know that they did I don't know if anyone saw, but they did a spoof with Christopher Lloyd, Doc from Back to the Future, and I forgot who played Morty, but Morty wasn't too bad, but that was a perfect Rick though. I was like, yo, that worked really well. But
I saw it on YouTube. It was like a short on YouTube or on one of the platforms. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it may have been a commercial or something. I don't. It was something, but it was like a very short thing, and I was like, man, I really wish that was real. But yeah, I think that would be dope. I love Rick and Morty, but I'm not gonna lie, Solar Opposites. If you watch Rick and Morty and have not watched Solar Opposites, do yourself a favor and watch Solar Opposites, because the story within the story is amazing. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Huh. And one of the voices on the show is one of my. I'm sorry, Joe.
Oh no, go ahead.
Sarah Chalk is one of my favorite actresses. I loved her on Scrubs, man. That show always had me laughing every episode.
Yeah, Scrubs. I like their. I fell off of Scrubs when it got towards the end, when they added Franco. When he joined, I was like, but I liked the janitor was always one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, he was great. And he was only supposed to be in one episode, but he was such a hit. He was on for the whole time.
I was always a fan of the douchebag senior doctor guy. Modeled my
career. Yeah, he's awesome. Oh yeah, he was great.
Yeah. High-fiving the Todd and Dr. Beard Fosse. Oh, such a great show. Well, Roscoe, those were absolutely fantastic books, and we got to learn a little bit about you tonight, which was great.
A little
I'm
too
still
much.
going
Hey,
to
we got
push
to
for
learn a
that
lot.
cosplay for you and Remy as shirtless bear fighter and bear.
More.
So, uh,
Many more stories than what I've told tonight.
but Remy's going to need you to steal him a book before he does it.
It's he's getting a package that has a stolen book in there, so it's all good.
That's
Oh,
right. I got the garage sale package coming in.
Oh yeah. Oh, you have no idea.
I'm upset I didn't get the pair of pants, but you know.
I don't worry. I added some other stuff in there for you. You have no idea. You have no idea. Yes,
Oh.
I can't wait till you open it. I can't wait.
Yeah, for those who missed it, Roscoe had a mystery bag. It was whoever wants to give me $10, I'll pull something out of this
Yeah,
bag.
he pulled something. That was hilarious.
They're pulling stuff out. It's like a beer sign, like all kinds of weird stuff.
Oh yeah.
Some of the
I can't
weird
wait till you
stuff.
open them. It's gonna be great.
It's awesome.
Oh my God. Well, Roscoe, that was amazing. You were a spectacular guest. Such a fun time.
This is awesome.
I'm so glad I had these two guys here tonight with me because it was just so much fun. But
Well, I
We'll
appreciate
start-
you, Gary. Thank you so
Huh?
much. I appreciate you having me. Thank you, and
no, I
Joe,
appreciate
Remy.
you coming on.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to go around the horn here, and we're going to see what's coming up for everybody. So, Joe, we'll start with you, sir. What's coming up for you in the Evil Lair?
So we got a project this month. We're making some wooden swords. We're going to add some glow powder to it. We're going to send it out to some kids. Two of them are brothers, and they get to hit each other with it. Hopefully we get some video of that. And then one out to Texas to another. Great. In December, I always do things for kids. And then on my comic book review, Thursday will be the launch. I've got my stacks here. I'm going through it, find something interesting. It's going to be a little hard this week, so I may be talking some trash about your favorite comics, so come by and argue.
Nice. And Mr. RemyQ, what's coming up for you, sir?
Thursday at 9, we are doing a new episode of Let's Talk About It. Typically, I'm in the mix on Friday with DJ Links, and Saturday we have Remy's Place. Usually starts at about 9 or so. It's a community hangout.
Nice. And Roscoe, sir, what's coming up with you?
Well, next week we will have Between the Lines on my channel Monday. It's going to be a Christmas holiday theme. We're going to have Dale from Dale Suspense is going to be on, and we just to let everyone know, we're going to get the word out. We want this to be a bigger show, but we're going to be it's going to be a giveaway show, and you have a chance to win a piece of my artwork. So please come and hang out. We want everyone to be there. Like I said, it's going to be Christmas theme. I can't wait. I'm already pumped because I already know what I'm drawing. I'm so stoked. It's going to be so dope. So yeah, if you want to hang out Monday night over on Geek Out with Rosko, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I will be with TM Nerdy and Dale from Dale's Suspense, and we will be drawing Christmas theme will be the theme for drawing. And like I said, we will have a giveaway at the halfway mark and a giveaway at the very end of the show. So come on, hang out with us. And if you want to, please, we encourage everyone to draw from home. Don't say I'm not an artist. It doesn't matter. Just have fun with it. It's fun. That's all we're here for, is to have a good time and just have fun. So please, we'd love to have everyone hang out. And again, like I said, Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll Geek Out with Roscoe, and we'll have Dale on, and I'll be with TM Nerdy. So please come and hang out. It's going to be a great time. So thank you so much again, Gary. I want to come back. I definitely want to come back. I got more comic books I want to show. So
Don't worry, we'll have you back. This show is built for repeat guests. And maybe I can get these two gentlemen to come back when you come back.
Heck yeah.
You can't break up the band now.
Yeah.
Then after we bonded over your theft story.
Yeah, I know, right?
And
No.
Asthma Monster is going to become a thing now. That's the new thing. Drawing asthma.
Coming up on my channel, guys, we have, of course, In the Hot Seat with the Usual Suspects, which will be on Friday this week instead of Thursday because I have a school function with my kid on Thursday. We have Candace Barbosa in, You guys have seen her on the 1011, and you see her on the Thing Watch Party. So great person in the comic world, and so it's going to be a lot of fun having her on. Saturday we'll have Savage Saturday Comic Review as usual, and I already forgot who I have next week, so I'll have to look at the calendar because I'm old, damn it, and I forget things now. So, well, we do have a lot of fun coming up. I want to thank everyone in the chat. We had an absolutely amazing chat tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming out, supporting Rosko, supporting the show, and Rosko's links are in the description below. I wasn't sure who my guests were going to be till the end, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to add in Remy's links and Pocan Joe's links so you guys can follow them as well and sub up to them. But I want to thank also my co-hosts. Thank you guys, gents, for both coming on. I really appreciate you both being here. Hope you guys had fun with the show.
It was fantastic. Thank you.
And, of course, there's no show without the guest, Rosko. Thank you so much, man. I super appreciate you being on this evening. It was a blast, dude. Absolute blast.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much again. And I just want to say, I forgot, I also have Rosko's Late Night Addiction on Tuesday night, the night after Between the Lines. Again, also on Geek Out with Rosko at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, I see Travis keeps writing it in the chat. So
Yeah.
that's my, he's like my,
It's like nicotine.
it's like nicotine and tar. Damn you, asthma monster. But Gary, thank you again. I appreciate you having me. This is so much fun.
Well, it is, dude. It was an awesome time. Everyone out there, thank you guys so much for joining us, gents, ladies. Always a blast. Until next time, keep it casual. Attention all, use channel sponsor Rogue Trader at theroguetraderutah.com and my code Keep It Casual for 10% off your comic cleaning and pressing needs. Remember, when submitting your books to be graded, use a trusted professional.